Hello, Fremont students and teachers. My name is Michael Azagra, and this is my week 2 demonstration speech. I'm going to be doing it on how to negotiate an auto accident injury claim, and hopefully you can get some takeaways from this video on what to do in case you do get into an auto accident claim. Now, this is like my millionth take. I'm trying my best to keep it between 4 to 7 minutes. Unfortunately, I'm running a little bit long. I realize that I veer myself into a completely different topic, which is how to or what to do in case you get into an auto accident. That is a completely different. That would be a completely different video. So I'm kind of just gonna, summarize everything and fast forward everything until we get to the end of the accident. Okay. So anyhow, I'm going to start off with a little scenario. Let's say, for example, you're waiting at a stoplight and you're on your way to work, or you're on your way to school, or you have an appointment, and you're thinking about your plans for that day, and all of a sudden you hear the tires, the screeching of tires, and as soon as you know it, bam, someone hits you from the rear, and you realize you just got into an auto accident. Now, the next several minutes from the point of impact to the end of your interaction with the person who hit you is extremely important and is detrimental to the success of your case. Okay? Those several minutes will determine your whole case. That can probably take a couple years or so, or up to a couple years, or even more. But it's very important. You know what to do. Those several minutes. Okay, so one takeaway I just want you to get from this discussion or speech is make sure you just document everything. Pull out your smartphone, take pictures of the driver's license, take pictures of the insurance card, take pictures of the license plate, and take pictures of all the angles of the vehicle, regardless of where the accident happened or not. Even if it happened in the rear, take pictures of the front of the car, the surroundings, everything. So just totally maximize your recording and documenting of the actual auto accident. Okay. Now I'm gonna fast forward everything, so I make sure I keep it in between the 4 to 7 minutes. Let's say you already gone to you went home, you filed a claim. You went to the doctor already, the chiropractor. Everything's all said and done, and you're ready to get your recovery now. They call that a demand. Okay. Now, the three things I want you to remember when you get ready to submit your demand. The first step is you want to make sure that you go to all the doctors and you request your medical reports and bills. Okay. Even if they've been paid by your insurance. And this is a big one, guys, because a lot of people think that, I don't need to get reimbursed for that because the insurance company already paid for that. Okay. But in an auto injury claim, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are brought back to the state you were pre-accident. So that means that none of your benefits of your insurance was ever taken away. Okay, so get all the bills, guys. Get all the medical reports. I'm going to show you some of the visual aids here. For example, this is a sample of medical report. Now, because of HIPAA regulations, I cannot reveal the name or whatever, but I just wanted to show you what a report would look like. Hopefully, you can see that. Okay, and then medical bills. Okay, you want to make sure you get all your medical bills. That includes prescription receipts. Okay, so you can tell this is like a $4,000 bill. But anyhow, and last but not least, when you submit all the documents, you want to include pictures of your accident because you want the insurance adjuster to see visually in their mind the accident. That way they could see, okay, it really was a big impact. I think it helps out to your claim a lot when they can see exactly how you got hit and everything like that. Okay, so Now that you gathered all the documents, the next step is to outline all your injuries. Um, Now, when I say injuries, okay, I'm actually talking about pain and suffering. So anything that had to do with your lifestyle and the changes because of the accident. So maybe you can't sleep at night anymore. You have a lot of anxiety. Let's say you now have insomnia, or you're scared of driving, or the auto accident caused you to limit your hours at work. So you have to put in a claim of loss of wages, or you had to hire people to clean your house because you just couldn't clean anymore, or go to the groceries for you. You want to get all that together, because that's what the insurance adjuster needs to hear from you and how it affected. Okay. Um, Now, last but not least, so I make sure I keep this between the time frame because I'm already running at about to be 6 minutes. Um, this is called your demand now. Okay, this is where you actually prepare in writing a whole. You bundle everything together, all your reports, your bills, your pictures, your proof, and then your declaration of how the accident affected you, and you start with. The formula that most people use in an auto accident claim is 3 times the amount of your medical bills. Okay, so you total your medical bills, and whatever that is, you multiply it by 3, and that is more or less what you're going to be asking from the insurance adjuster. Of course, everyone wants to ask $1 million, but that's not going to happen, especially in today's world. So you want to be reasonable. That way, the adjuster can work with you with your amount. Now, of course, insurance adjusters are trained to save as much money as possible on any claim, and so they are not on your side. No matter how nice they are not protecting your interests. Okay, what they want to do is minimize the claim and move on to the next claim. Okay, so when they throw out their initial offer, okay, you always want a counter offer. You never want to accept, or you think it's okay. You always want a counter offer, and what you want to counter offer with is your original. You stay focused on your original asking amount. So if your asking amount is 15,000, and they say, hey, you know what, Mike, we're only going to give you a 5,000. Then you want to counter offer by saying, you know what, guys, I was originally asking 15,000. You know what? Why don't we settle this case, and I'll knock off 2,000. Okay. What you don't want to do is get caught up with their number and start trying to work off their number. You always want to work off your number, and then you want to reiterate your outline and the stuff that you sent the adjuster originally. The pain and suffering, the changes to your lifestyle, all the time you took off of work because of the chiropractor or the doctor, and so forth. Okay. Now I'm going to end my speech now because I'm running at 8 minutes already. And I've done this multiple times, so this is gonna have to be my closing statement. Guys, if you live in California, you're bound to either be into an accident, be involved in an accident, or know someone that has been into an accident. So make sure that you always document everything, and you never underestimate your pain. Okay, always maximize your claim, and if you can, always seek the advice of a lawyer, because they know all the tricks of the trade and all that stuff. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Unfortunately, I did this so many times that my two members of the audience fell asleep already. So please forgive me with that one. Thank you very much. Okay, bye guys.